Okay, I think I'm finally live. Good morning, guys. I am very late. I've been trying to figure out this new broadcasting thing. I hope I'm live. It's Go Light Stream, is what it's called. Let's see. Okay, it has a chat on the side, but I don't see any. Let me get on my phone and look at the chat. See if I'm even live. I don't know. Yeah, I am. Okay, how come I can't see the chat on my Chromebook, though? Red Rum, Lisa, Morgan, good morning. Morgan, thank you so much for your donation the other day. That was so sweet of you. Thank you. Alex, what's up? I was thinking about you this morning, girl, because there was something that happened with a lady that had just had a baby. This woman tried to steal her baby, and I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. Amanda, hey, welcome. Can y'all hear me okay? But why can't I see my chat? That's weird. Katie, have you ever tried this Go Stream or Go Light Stream? Hey, Karen. On my way to doctor now, 35 weeks. Morgan, yep, you sound fine. Okay. Well, I had thought about upgrading my stream yards, but then when I was lurking, being nosy the other day, I heard the truth say that she upgraded her stream yards and was still having trouble with it. So I was like, I'll just use the Go Light Stream. It's kind of a little bit more, the layout of it more sophisticated than the StreamYards. Little Kelly, good morning. So I'm going to make some changes to my channel, y'all. Like, I'm not going to do those little short, little update videos. I know some people like them, but I'm not too happy with them, and I just really don't want to do it. I'm just going to save everything for my live stream. I mean, I will put together one if I need to tell y'all some breaking news or something about a case, of course. But for right now, I'm not going to do the little videos I usually put up in the mornings. Well, I mean, believe it or not, even though they're like 2 or 3 minutes long, it takes me forever to do them because I mess up talking 100 times. And they're just not that great, Let's be honest. Southern Mom, hey girl. Be safe driving, everybody. Alex, you'll be having that baby pretty soon. I got a feeling. Nary quite contrary. Hey, sugar plums. How are you? Okay. I wish I could see my chat. Chat is disabled for this stream. Why? I mean, I'm trying to figure this out, y'all. Okay, it's not going to let me. I'm going to have to use my phone, of course. Hey, Remy. Vicky. Well, I mean, I don't know if I would call it updates, Remy. It's updates for me because I didn't know it. With the Vallows case, let me pull up the article here. There is a couple from Indiana that says they believe they saw Tylee at a concert in Nashville at a Trace Atkins concert. I came across that this morning. I had a lot to talk about, but I don't know if I'll get to all of it this morning. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay. So an Indiana woman believes she saw missing Rexburg teen Tylee Ryan. An Indiana woman strongly believes she saw the missing Rexburg teen Tylee Ryan at a concert in Nashville, Tennessee in late December. Either it was her or her twin, Sarah Elrod Osbrook, who was able to interact with the girl who was sitting at the same table during a pre-concert dinner. Um, the woman says she believes authorities need to establish the girl's identity and make sure she's okay based on some suspicious things that happened that night at the concert. Um, she said the whole thing was very odd. Elrod Osbrook is a longtime paramedic in Indiana, a court-appointed advocate for children, and a former 911 dispatcher. Her husband, Bradley, is a sergeant with the State of Illinois Department of Corrections. Both have received training in human um, trafficking signs, and they carry crayons wrapped in paper, which they leave in public restrooms and other places so people who need help can leave a message. Elrod Osbrook slipped one of those small crayons and paper packets into the coat pocket of the girl she met in Nashville on December 22nd. She and her husband were attending a Trace Adkins concert at the Gaylord Opryland Resort in Nashville that night. She says they sat at a table with three other couples and the girl, who went by the name Amy. She was with a couple who appeared to be in their 60s. Elrod Osbrook says everyone at the table introduced themselves. Amy initially said she was from out west, but the older man she was with said to her, "You know better than that," according to Elrod Osbrook. The older man then announced that he, Amy, and the older woman they were with were all from Knoxville, Tennessee area. The man who mentioned he used to be a professional baseball pitcher had an authoritative voice. Several other unusual things happened that night. I'm just going to call this woman Miss Osbrook. Miss Osbrook said the older man refused to have their picture taken when a photographer stopped by their table. He asked that they not photograph him, Miss Osbrook said, adding that she didn't think too much of his refusal at that point, but strange things continued to happen. Miss Osbrook said the girl seemed out of place compared to everyone else in the room. Her behavior was over the top excited. She sang along with the Christmas music playing in the background. She started talking about different things, Miss Osbrook said. She thought the girl's behavior was a little odd, but she seemed to be having a good time. Then Miss Osbrook said the older man then pulled out his cell phone and appeared to text someone. The older woman he was with then picked up her phone and appeared to read a text. At that point, the older woman got up, took the girl with her, presumably to the restroom, Miss Osbrook said. They were gone for about 10 minutes, she said, adding that the older man also got up and left the table at one point. When they returned to the table, Amy was a totally different person now, Miss Osbrook said. She didn't say a peep. Every bit of joyfulness she had was not there. Although the girl had been singing earlier and those at the table had complimented her on her voice, she didn't join in on any of the songs when Trace Adkins started performing. Miss Osbrook asked her why. She didn't get a chance to reply, though, because the older female replied, "She has to teach a church group," Miss Osbrook said, adding that she was confused by the older woman's response, which didn't seem to relate to the question. At the end of the event, Bradley Osbrook helped the girl who was sitting to his left put on her coat. She leaned in and gave me a big hug, Miss Osbrook said, adding she slipped a crayon and paper pack into the girl's pocket and whispered to her, "If you're in trouble, leave a note." Miss Osbrook said the girl squeezed her tight, and then the older man walked up, grabbed the girl by the elbow, and they walked away. The Osbrooks and the other couple sitting at the table talked about the odd situation after that, and one of them mentioned that the girl looked familiar. But Miss Osbrook said she didn't make the connection with Tylee until later when she was going through her Facebook page. She saw a post about Tylee and realized she looked a lot like Amy. And Tylee and JJ, we know they've been missing for months. Miss Osbrook says Amy's face was a bit thinner and her hair a little lighter than the photo she saw of Tylee, but her eyes and nose were the same. She added the girl she saw also looked a lot like Lori Vallows. It seems like a pretty believable story to me. Miss Osbrook enlarged the photo she found on Facebook, cutting out the information about the missing children, and showed it to her husband, Brandon. When he saw the image, he too thought it was Amy. He said, "Where did you find her at? Is she okay?" When she shrunk the image back down and showed him the post about Tylee being missing, he swore, she said. I guess that means he cussed. In the end, they immediately reported the possible sighting to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children on December 24th. She later learned that the other two couples that had been sitting at their table that night also saw the photo of Tylee on social media and believed it to be Amy and contacted the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And Miss Osbrook noted that none of them spoke to each other before doing so. So they weren't in communication. Okay, Miss Osbrook also contacted the Rexburg police on December 28th, but she says neither the police nor the National Missing Children's Group called her back to get more details. No one called back the other couples either, she said. So frustrated and worried about the girl, Miss Osbrook finally posted a note asking for help on the Missing Juveniles and Adults in Idaho Facebook page. Wow. What a crazy story. But, I mean, it could be someone, I'm not saying this Miss Osbrook and them are lying, but it is possible. We don't know. But I thought that was interesting that that woman said, oh, she wasn't singing because she had to teach, Tylee had to teach a church group, you know, and Lori and them are big into church. What if I've been wrong all this time and those kids are alive, stashed somewhere? Let me get back to my chat, see what y'all are saying because I couldn't see a thing. Light feather, meow meow. It does sound like it's possibly her. It really does. Let me see. I tried to mute. This stuff is a little bit different, this light stream than StreamYards. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Chrissy Lee, good morning. Good to see you here. You got here just in time to hear the article. Yeah, it is so strange. I was telling my hubby, because my hubby, I've been keeping him up to date on this Vallows case. He saw it on Fox News. He don't follow many true crime cases, but anyways, he said, I bet they turned this into a Lifetime movie. I was like, yep, just like they did the Watts movie. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. I think they are alive. She's drawing a big Social Security check off JJ from Charles. Yeah, Crystal, I had totally forgotten about her probably drawing like survivor's benefits. That didn't even enter my brain until I heard it on the news the other day. that JJ drawed a check from Charles. You know, when Charles got killed, she had a pool party right after he was shot by her brother, Alex Cox, the same day Charles Vallows was killed in her home. She had a pool party later on. And I saw a video of her brother, Alex Cox. It was a cop cam video and body cam. Alex did not look like he had been attacked by a baseball bat. And Charles Vallows, I believe he used to play baseball or something. He was into sports, but he was really physically fit, you know. If he had attacked Alex Cox, he would have had some visible wounds. He was holding his head, but it didn't look like, I mean, he had no bruising, nothing on his face. They had it planned for Alex to kill Charles Vallows when he came to the house that day, and Tylee probably witnessed that. It's one reason she's disappeared, along with JJ. Now, that's just my opinion. See, I put a message for you. Let me go back and look, girl. Did you put it in the chat? Oh, I see it right now. Oh, mother, quit calling. My mom calls, and I had it pulled up. Gosh. Why would you call the same time every day when somebody is busy the same time? I mean, it is, oh, gosh, it's so annoying. I'm dropping by to say love you, and you are the sweetest. Thank you, Sandy. I've always loved you to death. Gingerlock's mom, did I see her? Yeah, there she is. Oh, Sandy, you're the best. Mel, you been a snob? I know it's Sandy, but I know that sounds mean to say that about my mom, but I mean, we kind of got like a strange relationship anyways, but I have said, Mom, please don't call between 10:30 and 11:30. I do videos during that time. I do them the same time every day. And every day I tell her this. And every day she continues to call. It's almost like she does it on purpose. Like I tell my hubby, I devote my life to animals and taking care of everybody else. I deserve an hour to sit down and do my live streams and talk about what I want without being interrupted 100 times. Everybody needs some me time, and this is my me time. I know I'm a bitch, y'all. Let me find this Lori stuff here for a second. Yeah, okay, right here. Lori Vallows throws a pool party hours after her estranged husband was killed by her brother. Oh my gosh, y'all! Before I start reading this, I missed the Dateline episode Friday night, and then I couldn't find it on demand. But it says Dateline uncovered more disturbing details about how Lori Vallows laughed and was nonchalant about her estranged husband being shot to death. I mean, this woman is a total freaking whack job. I mean, she is a Fruit Loop. On July 11th, 2019, Lori Vallows' brother, Alex Cox, called 911 to report he had just killed Charles Vallows, JJ's father and Lori's estranged husband. During Friday's episode of Dateline, new unsettling details surfaced about how Lori acted after finding out about Charles's death. I got in a fight with my brother-in-law and I shot him in self-defense, Alex said in police body cam footage. He came at me with a bat. And this body cam footage, I found it on YouTube. It was just like a small clip of it. But this man was not attacked. This was premeditated. This was a story to get by with murdering Charles Vallows. Okay. Let's see. In police body cam video, Lori can be seen laughing and apologizing to her neighbors about the police presence. Arizona detectives told Dateline that throughout their interviews with Lori Vallow, she never seemed to be fazed that her brother had just shot and killed her estranged husband. Lori was kind of like a happy-go-lucky. She was just smiling. She was talking about how Tylee was going to go to BYU, Hawaii, and it was just a very, very nonchalant. You would have thought we just recovered their stolen car, a detective said. Cox was also seen dabbing at a wound on the back of his head that he got when Charles Vallow hit him with a baseball bat. It definitely didn't appear that he was struck with an extreme amount of force with a baseball bat. Charles was a very physically fit man and actually a former college ball player, so it didn't appear that it was a huge strike to the head, the officer said. Months later, Alex Cox suddenly died from unknown causes. The cause of death is still under investigation. And you want to hear something creepy? Charles Cox got married 2 weeks before he died, right? Well, I guess you would call it his stepson that found him unresponsive in the bathroom. He is also dead. And I don't know what happened to him. Okay. This article goes on. The same day that Charles Vallow was killed, neighbors said Lori threw a pool party. You also want to know how cold hearted Lori is? Charles Vallow had 2 older kids. Lori texted one of them. I believe it was his son, his oldest son, and said, "Your dad's dead." She sent that kid, even if he is 18, it was still Charles, he's still a kid. That kid a text and said, "Oh, your dad has been killed." Instead of contacting Charles's ex-wife so she could set her 2 kids down and tell them. She wouldn't do that. She had to send a text. She is as cold-hearted as you get. The detective said you would have thought that he had just recovered her stolen car. Of course she was happy. She wanted Charles out of the way. She even wrote it down that if he got in her way of her religious beliefs, she would murder him. She also said at times she'd like to drive herself and her kids off a cliff. Gosh, this woman kills me. I'm starting to have a lot of hatred in my heart for this woman, just like I did Botus. Like, I just like to grab her and just smack the holy shit out of her until she tells me where those kids are at. I believe in a situation like this, where she knows where her kids is at and she won't tell and everybody's looking for them and worried and she's just in Hawaii doing this and that. I believe torture should be allowed in a case like this to get where those kids are. God, it makes me so mad. Waterboard that bitch. Oh, Chrissy. I like you, girl. I like your comments. Morning, Michelle. You seem like a cool person. Oh, there's Sweet Wait. I didn't see you in here. I'm sorry, hon. Waterboard. Yeah, let's waterboard that bitch. Till she tells where those kids are at. Now, y'all know I'm only joking. Uh, so nobody take that serious. One time I said something about one of these whack jobs, and somebody's like, "Oh, inciting violence, encouraging violence." I'm like, "Are you stupid?" Oh my God, people are so stupid on here. Hey, Shirley. Torture. Pull her fingernails off slowly. Exactly. Hey, Carolina girl. I mean, how? I mean, even if you're in like somebody cheat on you and you're in a divorce with them, you're really not, how would you say that? Kind of mad at them, maybe have a little hatred towards them. Most normal people is still going to be upset if their brother kills their estranged husband. You should be upset for your kids. She wasn't. She wanted Charles out of the way. Because, a normal person don't want to see their kids hurt. I'm not the biggest fan of my son's dad, but I would never want anything bad to happen to him. I wish him a good life, because I wouldn't want my son to hurt. I couldn't stand to see his little heart hurt. Vicky Vallows needs to watch his back. Yeah. Well, I think that Chad killed his wife too, her new husband. Tammy Daybell. She was only 49 years old. She was a librarian. Days before she died, she was up dancing around her mom's house, I believe it said. And all of a sudden, she dies in her sleep. He wouldn't let him do an autopsy. He marries Lori Vallow 2 weeks after his wife, his college sweetheart, who'd been together forever, dies. He goes and marries someone else. Alex also assaulted one of Lori's former husbands. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Wonder what his name is. I mean, this story is so crazy. Let's not forget about Lori's cousin, Megan. I can't think of her name right off the bat. But Lori got her into all this religious cult stuff, and someone tried to kill her husband, Megan's husband, in a drive-by shooting. But they weren't successful. And I think his name is Brandon. Brandon said he thought it was Alex Cox, but he couldn't be for sure because I believe it was dark. I knew what you meant, Vicky. Yeah. So many names. It's hard to keep up. I think she was just buried. She was buried. I know for a fact she was just buried because they did exhume her and done another autopsy, but they haven't released the results yet. Yeah, I can't pronounce that name. I know how to pronounce it, but I'd have to look it up again. Boudreaux or something like that. Yeah, Crystal's right. Wife was buried, then exhumed. Why have they not released the autopsy results for Alex Cox? Don't y'all think that's strange that the young man, Joseph Lopez, that discovered Alex Cox in the bathroom, um, overdosed or poisoned something. But anyways, he's dead now too. And Alex had just married Joseph's mother 2 weeks before. And it sounds like he may have been in that bathroom. I don't know how long it takes for your body to cool down after you die, but I heard him say on that 911 call that Alex's body was cold. And he had used the bathroom on himself too. Hey, Linda. Yes, Carolina girl, the boy that discovered Alex is dead too. I was trying to look this morning to see if I could find Joseph Lopez's picture or how he died. They're going to end up as serial killers. Yeah. I told my hubby, I said, they probably done some kind of human sacrifice for their stupid cult. Sacrificed her kids. She actually thinks that this media hype's gonna, she's waiting for it to die down, she said, Lori said. Hey, Leanne. Lori and Chad better each sleep with one eye open. Never know when someone new will come around and they turn on one another. Yeah, Cheryl. I agree. So Lori and Chad must have been having an affair. They've probably been, if the truth's known, they've probably been having an affair for a couple years because she moved to Hawaii where he was at. She left Charles and I think JJ behind. Moved to Hawaii. For all those that don't know me, I am living in a medical facility right now. I'm 36, have had over 60 surgeries. So if you can imagine, I've seen it all. These all these people wouldn't just die. Well, Chrissy, I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope you heal up soon. 60 surgeries is a lot, girl. I did not know that. Bless your heart. Keep you in my prayers. They're in Maui right now. And they better be living it up because they're getting ready to go down. They're going to be going down the drain. I got to go heat my coffee up. Let's see if I can put my phone in my pocket. I got to carry my Chromebook. I thought the last time I used this Go light stream that you could see the chat. Maybe not. So let me see. You can screen share. You can invite. I dropped something. You can invite people on panel. You can do a lot with it. I think gamers use this a lot. It's free, so that's why I'm using it. People in Hawaii started posting signs around town saying, "Where are the children?" I'd like to follow them around with the sign that says that. I mean, if her children, well, she's crazy. She's a whack job. That's what I'd say. If her children are just stashed somewhere and she don't want like her family or people around them, why not just produce them? Show authorities, hey, they're okay. Move on with your life. I don't know what to think about it right now. I've been thinking that they were gone, murdered, probably by Alex Cox. Seems like she got her brother to do all of her dirty deeds for her. How these people really think they're a celestial being? And they talk about Jesus and this and that, and here they are killing their spouses, 2 kids missing, all kinds of people dead around them. I just don't get these religious cults. They be preaching about Jesus and molesting children and killing people. It's just so crazy. I guess normal people can't understand things like this. Okay, back to my chat, y'all. Well, it seems like this Go live stream is working pretty good. Oh yeah, I was going to tell y'all something about they were brainwashed in those cults. Yeah, that just always gets me. I'm like, y'all going around talking about the 10 Commandments, preaching about God, and murdering and molesting kids. I mean, it just don't make no sense. Speaking of kids, there was a teenager in Virginia that murdered his mom, his little brother, shot his dad. Dad got away, called the police. The teen stole a car. I believe he went to, I believe it was North Carolina. Anyways, he went into a Target and was shoplifting, and they called the police, and that's how he was apprehended. Now, he will be extradited back to Virginia. They'll have to have a hearing first, though, extradition hearing. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't say where in North Carolina. I've never heard of this place in Virginia, and hell, I live there. Fauquier, Virginia. So the mom, Jennifer Norwood, was just 34 years old. The little boy that did the murders. Let me see if I can show y'all his picture. Okay, yeah. So there he is. And his name is Levi. Levi Norwood. And he is charged with 2 counts of murder. I think he's just 16. He may be 17. 2 counts of murder. His mom was 34 years old, Jennifer Norwood, and his younger brother, Wyatt Norwood, he shot him also. He was in 1st grade. And Levi went to Liberty High School. And the car he stole was found in the parking lot. Now, his father, Joshua Norwood, he was shot, like I said, escaped, and called police. He is in stable condition. So his extradition hearing will be February 8th. What is up with these teenage boys killing their families lately, people? My hubby, I was telling him about this morning, and he's like, I wonder if there was something bad going on in that home. Never can tell. I am afraid of my son. Karen, are you really? Why? What's going on? Email me, girl. You know, we had someone else say that. I mean, I'm not trying to say nothing, but we had someone else say that in our community. And she was murdered by her son. Can't imagine giving birth to your killer. I know, Shirley. Yeah, Karen, get a taser, pepper spray. Yeah, Linda, it reminded me of Ziggy when she said that. Yeah, he killed her. I can't imagine that, being afraid of my child, but you just don't ever know. No one thinks their kid, would grow up and ever harm them. It happens. My friend got a taser because of her grandson. Yeah. Yeah, Karen, please stay safe. Yeah, if there's anything, like Michelle said, that we can do to help, just let us know. Because, it happens quite a bit. What is this called? Like when a teenager kills his family, is it still like familicide or something? I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Let's see what else I have. I wrote down everything, y'all, so I wouldn't be so out there today. So, oh yeah, the trial of Lisa Snyder, that case from Pennsylvania, where she hanged her 2 kids and then tried to make it look like little Connor, her 8-year-old son, had murdered his sister and then himself. So her trial is going to start pretty soon. They're getting ready for it, let's put it that way. There's no trial date set, though. So Connor was 8, Brinley was 4, and she's charged with 1st and 3rd degree murder, tampering with evidence, endangering the welfare of children, animal cruelty, and sexual intercourse with the dog. Because she is a sick, sick bitch. And there was evidence that she did have sexual contact with the dog on her Facebook messengers. She's sick. As soon as those kids died, she got rid of that dog. Probably got rid of that dog because the videos she had made doing sexual stuff with it. She is one sick bitch. How could you hang your children? Do you know when paramedics arrived that Lisa Snyder was sitting on her front steps talking on her cell phone? And then, the police were automatically suspicious of her. But before she was charged with all this, I think she was talking to her friend Jessica Snip, and Lisa told her that she used Connor's Google account to look up suicide methods, and that she was afraid that police were going to blame her with murder. I still don't. I mean, I'll never understand why she killed her kids, but I'm just wondering, like, what was her motive? What was going on in this woman's brain? How could you hang your two kids? Did she sedate these kids beforehand? Or what? Imagine how scared they were. They were hung with a dog cable. My hubby's pulling in. Him and Skylar went to my mother-in-law's, so hopefully Lady won't be too mad. She gets a little upset when Skylar goes out there and she don't get to go, but Lady goes and tries to kick everybody's ass, all the dogs' asses. So she can't go because I'm afraid Ruby, the boxer, will hurt her. I mean, Ruby's got to defend herself, so Lady can't go. But me and Lady's going to go spy on the duck and goose down at their pond later. So she'll be all right. I'd be doing resuscitation until I passed out. Yeah, Mel. GD at Mark. He's always interrupting. I never seen anybody go visit their mom and come back so quick. Like, he goes for 30 minutes and he's back. I'm like, what? Connor, faithful when he was adorable. He reminds me of my son. My son's a little thicker built. He liked to play games. But, as soon as Lisa called 911, she was already blaming it on Connor. She was already telling the dispatchers he was bullied at school and had threatened suicide before, but he didn't want to kill himself. He didn't want to die alone, basically. Now, if your kid's saying these kind of things, wouldn't you be in counseling? Taking them to counseling, taking them to the doctor. I mean, I think these kids have been took from her before, if I'm not mistaken. Angel that comes in here, she knows a lot about this case. But he doesn't live with me anymore. He's 28, seems to hate me. I'm sober 10 years. Keeps throwing up the past and screams his head off at me in public. I have let him away with, oh, Karen, I'm sorry. He needs to go to counseling. It seems like he's got some resentment. Bless your heart. I am so sorry, Karen. Sometimes it's good to talk about it. You can email me and we can message back and forth. I can't imagine. I don't know what to say because my son's like 13. I just can't imagine that. That's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry. He's never been violent towards you, has he? I mean, if you don't want to say, that's okay. You can say, shut up, CC. You're too nosy. But I'm just concerned. Seems like he's mad about the past. Maybe if he went to counseling or tried to talk about it without getting angry at you, that might help. It is scary. Hey, Emily. How are you doing? Carolina girl, I am confused about Kay and Larry. Woodcock, is that their name, Woodcock, with the Vallows case? Like, I know Kay is Charles Vallows' brother, but they're also saying that they're his biological grandparents. I am so confused about that. Like, how? Charles adopted JJ, right? I wonder who JJ's biological mother is. I try to say I got him through college for 4 years. I don't know how to email. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you could talk him into going somewhere, try to talk about it. He's got a lot of anger and stuff built up, it seems. A lot of hurt feelings. I know when my feelings get hurt, I can be quite mean. It triggers me when my feelings get hurt. Okay, Carolina girl, that's what I was thinking. He had to have been born in that family somewhere. It's probably maybe Charles's sister or somebody. Charles Vallows' sister. And then Charles and Lori adopted him. I've just always had a bad feeling about this, especially where she gave JJ's dog away. It's like Lisa Snyder, she gave her kid's dog away as soon as they was dead. But totally different case, different reasons, I guess. But she got rid of JJ's service dog. That got me thinking maybe he's not alive, because even if he was stashed away somewhere at somebody's house, wouldn't he need his dog there, him with autism and stuff, to keep him calm? If he is still alive, I bet that just totally broke his heart when she took that dog Bailey from him. It was a Labradoodle. Very cute dog. I think a rescue gave him that dog. And Lori tried to sell it. And the trainer of the dog was like, no, 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 woman, you cannot sell this dog for $2,500. It's got to come back to the rescue. And Bailey got him another home. But it's just really sad. From what I read, little JJ loved that dog, and that dog loved him. Like, they bonded immediately. He just made JJ so happy. Don't bark, lady. It's just your daddy. It's just Mark. You don't gotta bark. What'd your partner make you, Karen? I just glanced down. Lady, quit. Oh, y'all talking about accounts? Yeah, you gotta have an email to make a YouTube account, right? Somehow we could show her how to email real quick. Oh, Chrissy, I'm sorry to hear that. Lady, could you quit? She gets so mad when Skylar comes back, because Skylar smells like Ruby, the boxer. She's such a bully, so dramatic. Oh, let me see if I can mute a second. Mark said, dried up children, I heard him. He sounds like my granny. Hey, Mel Mel, you got to try this Go Light Stream. It's really cool and easy. Shh. Let me do something with these two. Get in here and quit that. Come on. I'll bust your butt if you act like that towards me. Quit. All of her hair standing up on her back. She's ready to throw down, y'all. Crazy dog. Speaking of butt busting, y'all, do y'all remember last week when I was telling y'all about Amy's Life Journeys channel here on YouTube? It's a weight loss channel. I told y'all that she was doing a video for YouTube when she got 600 subscribers. Well, she was being all nice in front of the camera. And what she did, she didn't edit this part out of the video. Anyways, her little 2-year-old daughter, starts screaming. Amy puts down the camera, and you could hear her smacking that little girl in the background. She smacks her hard till she's busting her butt. And then she comes back to the camera, acting all nice as hell. Well, Amy's lazy. She didn't even know she didn't take that part of the video out, right? Somebody reports her to CPS last week this morning, and she also carries a wooden spoon around she hits her kids with. Well, she says she don't hit them with it. She just threatens them. Now, why would a kid be afraid of a damn wooden spoon if they've never been hit on the hands or something with it? I mean, do kids just walk in the kitchen, see a wooden spoon, get scared of it? No, there's a reason they're scared of it. They know it hurts. But somebody reported her to CPS. She made a big video about it. Said she's not leaving YouTube, this and that. Y'all, this was scary. I have been watching this woman's channel for about a year. I didn't know this happened till the other day. Somebody found an old clip. Um, it was scary. She was making this video and she was like this. Oh my gosh, I just love you all. I can't believe I'm at 600 subs. All nice and sweet as honey. Till that little girl starts screaming. In she goes and hits the little girl. Then she comes back in front of the camera, acting just as nice as she could be. Her personality changes. Snap of the finger. The woman is a whack job. This bigger YouTuber actually put together a video about her. I'm going to share it with y'all. Let me find it. I want y'all to watch this. I don't get in to talk about too much drama. This is not in our community, though. And I don't like to talk about how people take care of their kids. But this woman abused this little girl. And it's right on video. Some people believe in butt busting, a little tap on the butt, but she smacks the shit out of her. I have never hit my son either, Linda. There are times when reporting is necessary, not to be joked about. I don't like perplex, but reporting her kids was awful. Yeah, she damn sure didn't need to be reported. Absolutely not. It's safe drama because we don't know them. Exactly, Mel. It's safe drama. I started to see if y'all wanted to watch her video and let's react to it this morning. But I had all this other stuff to talk about. So I'm just going to share the link. I want y'all to watch that video that Todd put together. It's really good. He makes some good points in it. Sounds like Brooke and her dog. So sad how people could be so horrible. I mean, the way this woman acts in her videos, it's just like she's bubbly, happy-go-lucky. But if you watch this video clip, you will see how she is off camera. The only thing I really like about this woman is she's got a skunk as a pet. She got a skunk named Sebastian. She is a Fruit Loop. Let me tell you what she got on the back of her van. She got Amy's Life Journey YouTube right on the back of her van for just all the nut jobs to see. Y'all do y'all's homework and we'll talk. Yeah, Mel, tell them to do their homework. And then I want y'all to come in here tomorrow after y'all watch this video and tell me if you think that was child abuse or not. Then go to her channel and watch her video, how sarcastic and condescending and stuff she is when she's talking about the CPS. Like, lady, if you don't want people to call CPS and stuff on you, don't be threatening your kids with wooden spoons. Don't be so lazy that you forget you got a clip in there like that, hitting your kid. And don't be hitting your kid like that because of a stupid YouTube video you're recording. You couldn't take 2 seconds to see what your little girl wanted. There's a pause button. She's already been in trouble over money and stuff, too. She come on, gave a big sad story about how her and her husband couldn't pay their bills. I'm not exactly sure how that went down, but I do know that she had to refund some money. Exactly, Shirley. I agree with what you're saying, Karen. And like, but I just talk to my son like when I talk to him, he listens. I just talk to him in a good way. You get better reaction out of kids, and they cooperate a lot better when you talk to them with respect. That's what my mom's problem is. She don't know how her and Timothy constantly argue. Her and my son constantly argue, and it's the way she approaches it. You know, Timothy's like me. He don't like to be ordered to do stuff. I don't like to be ordered. I like to be asked in a good way. I'm curious what you guys think. I want to make videos for YouTube so people going through things they know we're not alone and people care, but for some reason I'm nervous. Should I do it? I think that's a good idea. I don't think anything wrong with that. Um, what you trust if you talk to, I mean, are you just going to talk like in your comment section to people, or can they reach out to you in private? I think it's a great idea. Just be careful who you talk to in private and stuff. Be careful anyways, whether you have a channel or not. I think that's a great idea. I'll sub to you. I'll go sub right now. I'm already subscribed to you, girl. Let me share the video where Amy says they're taking her kids away. She is such an idiot. She's worse than Amberlynn Reed ever thought about being. Yes, be careful what you film. Don't disclose your location. I have to be careful about that, like when I'm filming that duck and goose. I don't want people to know all my surroundings. They know enough as it is. And I think it's a great idea. You never know who you could help. I think everybody should have a channel, but videos. I just like watching people's normal everyday life. I watch a lot of homesteaders and a lot of chicken and goat farmers, and I just like their videos piddling around their house, or people that talk about their life experiences and stuff. I don't even have your number, Mel. Well, you don't have to be in the video, Emily. I'm never in Sunny's videos. I mean, like if I'm doing some work around the farm, but as far as like the camera right up in my face, no, I don't like that. Dr. Mal did a review video today, so they say I'll have to check that out. I can ring you through Hangouts though, Mel. I should have gave you a link this morning, but like my screen is saying chat over here, but I can't see the chat. I mean, I could always pull up my YouTube and go through it that way and do it. But yeah, you can invite guests up. Let's see. Did I talk about everything I had wrote down this morning? I don't remember. Oh, no, we didn't do photos. I was going to tell you about Fotis. So Fotis's children did come to the hospital to see him before he was unplugged. I feel really bad for these kids. In 8 months, they lost their mother and their father. They got to say goodbye to Fotis, not Jennifer, because they still can't find her body. An investigator says there is no evidence that Jennifer's body was ever at the Hartford trash facility. So more than likely her body was not put into the trash. It was hidden somewhere very, very well. Now the question is, where's it at? These children have been through hell. Then I learned, it said Fotis's family came from Greece. But as far as I can tell, the only one that came from Greece was Rena, Fotis's sister. And she is quite an older lady, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just thought she was around Fotis's age. And she is money hungry. Oh, I love tiny houses. Emily, I watch a lot of documentaries about Egypt, the Egyptians and all that. I watch a lot of ancient aliens. I was buffering. Of course, I watch Sister Wives, 9 Day Fiance, all of that crap. My 600-pound life. If I knew how to do all that fancy stuff where they watch videos and pause it and give a reaction, I would do that. I guess I could figure it out. I'd make a good reaction channel. Oh, Cheryl, I love it. I tell you, I found a new show I like on Animal Planet, and it's called The Aquarium. I also like to watch on there the Bronx Zoo, San Diego Zoo. I like the Bronx Zoo a lot. I love that show. And I really like how they teach conservation and the animals, they try to recreate each animal's habitat so that they're comfortable. It's really cool. Oh, I love the ID channel. I've not been watching it like a whole lot. Hey, Verbal, how are you? I can't believe I missed the Vallows case on Dateline, but I did. I forgot. Also, guys, I was going to tell y'all new Forensic Files episodes. I believe it's this Sunday. Pretty sure it's Sunday. I know it's 10 p.m. Eastern time. So that's exciting. There haven't been any new Forensic File episodes in a long time. Long time. Seems like there was something else about photos. Maybe not. I forgot. I didn't have it wrote down. Oh, I'm wondering who got his mother's cat. Probably his new girlfriend / best friend, lover. Let's put it that way. She probably got his mother's cat. It's like 16 years old. Yes, new episodes, Michelle. I can't wait. Forensic Files got an episode of Darlie Routier. It's actually on YouTube. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Every morning, we're just going to do making headlines, chit-chat, whatever. Crimes making headlines and stuff. And y'all check out Amy's Life's Journey. That video I shared 2 links up there. Check them both out and tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna ask y'all tomorrow. Y'all got homework. CC, show my video I sent you. I can't, Mel. I don't have Hangouts on my Chromebook. It's on my phone. I will figure out how I can upload it, and I'll upload it to Sunny's channel. Is that okay? Let me see. Oh, Light Feather, have a wonderful day. Yeah, I don't have Hangouts, Mel. I'm sorry. Can I upload it to Sunny's channel? Okay. Okay, I will do that here in a few minutes when I get off here. I gotta go see if my hub brought me some cigarettes back. I only had one during my live stream. Anyways, I love y'all. Be good, be kind, and peace. Thank you all for chatting.